Hopefully this will sound good. I really hope so because I have no other way to do this because I don't have time. Anyways, we're talking about Looney Tunes movie or Looney Tunes. The day that the earth almost blew up. This is going to be, of course, a spoiler-filled review / talk. So, what about my impressions on it, just in case people just don't want it, they just want to hear the review of it? I think it was very unique, and I actually enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. The reveal of the resource was like what? It's like, yeah, I was kind of hoping that they would turn it back, but nah, they just pricked out something different. And I'm like, what the heck? And it's amazing how they showed the development of Porky and Daffy. And unless I actually missed something where it's like, oh, the ends credits, because I left because I had work to do, I had work to do. And that's one thing that needs to be noted, is that during the time that I was watching this, I go to AMC. I could have went to Tinseltown, or I could have went to Regal. With Regal's like, what the frick? Like, yeah, Regal just basically said, nah, we just got one time. Where you want to go? One time only. It's like, what the heck? Yeah, but for AMC, I believe that at first they were doing okay, but I guess I was coming to a time when they were exiting it out, and it's like, you're gonna exit out, It's like, you either get 2:30 or 5 o'clock. Which one you want, sugar? It's like, the hell, dude, the hell. It's like, would have liked to have done it. It's like, yeah, and it was hard to get to there. It's like, it was a miracle that I got to do that on Monday. It was a miracle I got there on Monday, because I thought I had to do something else on Monday. So, yeah, and it's like, yeah, because work related. It's like, But no. I was able to do it on Monday. I'm like, oh, thank goodness, because I was trying to figure out what exactly can I do then. It's like, what exactly can I do? And it's like, well, you can support them with the home release. And I'm like, ooh, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. And plus, there's no guarantee that they would put it on DVD, Blu-ray, and all the other stuff. There's no guarantee on that. So I was like, oh, okay. So then it's a good idea you do it right now. It's like, yeah, if you can. I'm like, oh, then I guess I'll try to do it. I would have loved to do it on Friday, but no, they were like, yeah, it's gone. We have to make room, dude. We got to make room. It's like, so it's amazing that it was treated less than. I don't know if it was really treated less than, but it got to the point where it's like, dude, it was treated less than. It wasn't on one of their big screens. It wasn't in their big theaters. It was in a small theater. And I can show you right now. It's like, I can show you exactly what happened. And it came to me actually being there. Just like so many others show, where you at? Where's everybody else at? But it's like, this is the end of the road. It's like, I'm recording this. I think we have one more day and then it's gone. But the good news is that somehow they went from $4.7 million to the $50,000 they needed to get a movie. We're just like, oh my gosh, really? It's either that or the $4.7 million was good enough for Warner Brothers to say, oh, well, it did do decently. Okay, well, here, we'll do a small agreement on it then. It's like, I thought you said it was $50 million for them to get there. Like, $50 million, who do you think you'd kidnap? Chelsea Clinton? But it's like, seriously though, it's like, well, the good news is that it did work out, and I'm happy for that. And I wanted to support them anyways. Even if I don't like ketchup as a condiment, Ketchup Entertainment deserve to have some support. Just don't have ketchup ever on your freaking stuff. Like, seriously, please don't. Like, yeah, just don't. But anyways, let's get started with what we got, which is the movie itself. Oh yes, but if you can, definitely is it worth a watch. It kind of reminds me of that TV special that happened once, where it was the weird ass carrots for Bugs Bunny, and then you had like some weird alien-ish copies of the Looney Tunes. Good news is that this is not a spoiler, it's just a spoiler for the TV special, but I'm like, and good luck finding it now. But it's like, yeah, it's like, it reminds me so much of that. So anyways, now to the movie. And I'm going to talk about the beginning of where I actually had an issue with it. So in the beginning of the movie, we have Porky and Daffy both abandoned as kids. And we have Farmer Tom. Was it Farmer Tom? Yeah, I think Farmer Tom, hopefully. So we have Farmer Tom, who actually adopted them both. And just note that Farmer Tom is a farmer. He has farmland. I just have to say that because I'm like, it gets to where it's like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on one second. But anyway, so when it comes to Farmer Tom raised them. And Daffy is crazy. He has like one crazy duck. And Daffy can lay eggs, which, well, it's Looney Tunes. What you expect? And as for Porky, oh my gosh. Porky did not have that stammer. And I went the wrong way. Damn. But Porky didn't have that stammer until Daffy, by accident, hit a vase that was on a high shelf, and it hit him. And that's why he got the stammer, and it's like the stuttering, and it's like, oh, damn. And the funniest part is like, I guess spoiler, kind of, is that it turns out if he was normal, if he didn't get hit by the vase, he would still stutter, but not too much. Yeah, it's like this time around, Porky, basically, if he wasn't hit by the vase, he wouldn't stutter. But he got hit by the vase as a very little kid, as a little toddler, and dang, it's all Daffy's fault on that one. It's like, yeah, dang. So, yeah, Farmer was with them, and Farmer did everything, you know, that a parent would do. Taught him how to ride a bike. Daffy rode no bicycle. He rode a visible sickle. And he was like, again, Farmer Tom was like, that's one crazy duck. He's like, yep. So eventually he gets to the point where they're young adults, I believe. It's like, yeah, we got them to see as they're teenagers. And it's like, damn. But yeah, we got young adults. And of course, by, you know, in the end of it all, Farmer Tom, which note Farmer Tom was designed as if he's from Ren and Stimpy. They did a Ren and Stimpy like, you know, addition to this, where Farmer Tom is Ren and Stimpy style, while, you know, human wise. And then as for Porky and Daffy, they are normal cartoons. So yeah, the Ren and Stimpy stylings, where it's like you have the freaking human being a different art style, but yeah, everything else is cartoon. Yeah, so they did that. Do I hate it? Do I hate it? Do I love it? It's like, I'm fine with it. It basically just shows how Farmer Tom is like, he is a man among men. You know, he is a shining beacon to the world. And when he died, he just ascended to freaking heaven. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, he's most likely a man of God, man. He was so much of a man of God that when he died, he just rose to heaven, body and all. There was only one other person that did that, and I think it was Elijah or something. So it's like, yeah, it's like, dude, what the fuck? But yeah, that happened. Yeah, he did die, but instead of showing him dying and there's his body and funeral, everything, no, he rose from the dead. He rose into heaven. He went up. He ascended to heaven. It's like, whoa. He's like, yeah, he ascended to freaking heaven. Wow. Dude. Yeah, like, dude. He told them to stick together always and you'll succeed in life. And then he said, also take care of the house. Take care of it. Now, here's where we all get to the question where I'm like, okay, I have a question which I think it got answered, but for some reason you guys didn't want to just do it. But it's like, yeah, that's because we have something to reveal to you at the end of the freaking movie. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess that works. So remember what I said, that he's a farmer, he has farmland? It went from he's a farmer, he has farmland, to where they inherited everything, to where they inherit only the house. The farmland turned into a city. Yeah. Okay. And it's like, yeah. And some people are like, okay, I don't see the problem here. They own everything he owned. That means his farmland should have been theirs too. Not all the government seized it and now the government can do whatever it wants with it and they made a freaking city. No. That means that they basically own that farmland. What happened to the farmland? We'll get to that, I guess, in the end of the freaking damn video / review. So the messed up thing is those two didn't get jobs. No idea how in the world they survived this long. Maybe they do secretly have a garden. They know how to somewhat do crops. So it's like, yeah, we never saw their backyard. Yeah, we never saw their backyard. So we could easily say that maybe they did some growing too. They still fed off the land, hopefully. Yeah, but they didn't have any jobs and their house is completely and utterly grossed out. Yeah, it's like, oh, and I forgot the main part. After doing all this, we get to have a scientist who is looking in his observatory and found that there's a meteor coming to Earth, but then there's another one that came speeding by. And he was like, oh, shoot. So basically he ran for it. He ran to the freaking crash site, and that's when he got taken over. So now he's a freaking damn controlled zombie. Control scientist. Anyway, so the plan was simple, is that scientist, well, now the crony, is gonna take the rest of the goo and throw it into the gum. Yes, because this is the city that has been created from the farmlands is home of a bubblegum factory. All right, yeah, there we go. So meanwhile, the HOA, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the HOA, the association, who apparently, it gets funny where it's like, and she also is the owner of the bubblegum company. She got 2 jobs at the same time? Does that even make sense to you that she is the HOA and also she owns the bubblegum factory, which we'll talk about that one in a moment because, oh, that needs to be talked about the end results. So they basically got us someone. They have to actually make sure that their house is livable. And of course, let's not forget, remember the meteor I talked about, the alien meteor? It hit their house and damaged their roof. So they fixed everything the Sherry Bobbins way.
The task that must be done. Don't turn your tail and run. Don't pout, don't sob. Just do a half-assed job. If you cut every corner, it is really not so bad. Everybody does it, even mom and dad. If nobody sees it, then nobody gets mad.
It's the American way.
And, well, they didn't notice the roof and they had 10 days to fix the roof, or they finally can destroy that house and get rid of that eyesore. And it's like, dang. It's like, I know it's horrible looking, but geez, could you actually show some, because besides the house, it's like, did they do anything to you to make you upset and stuff? And it's like, I don't think they ever did. I think they kept to themselves, and it's like, here you are being a jerk. It's like, yeah, that house been there before, and it's weird that you didn't want to do any, Like, no one wanted to show any like appreciation or anything and be like, hey, this is a pillar of the house. This is like a relic. This is like, you know, it's like, yeah, it's too bad that Farmer Tom did not become the founder of the city. Like, nope, of the town. It's like, no, he didn't get any credit at all. No, not even a freaking statue. That's messed up. So they've been trying to do lots and lots of jobs, and lo and behold, the amazing part is that Daffy screws up everything. Damn! As a paper boy, he decided to somehow create an invention, which I'm like, oh, well then, I'm weird that you didn't just try to sell inventions. Yeah, so they tried to sell inventions, well, not sell inventions, tried to do the paper route. He created an invention, he shot it everywhere, and went, of course, loony. And that got him fired. Many other things where it's like fired. It's like, jeez. Did you have Donald Trump in replay? You're fired. It's like, yeah, it's like, damn. Pretty sure in a heartbeat he will so do it. You know, it's like, screw being a president. I get to say you're fired many times. Frick this. I'm good. I want to do this for a moment. It's like, oh my gosh. Why did you do this? So they are now in the let's say a milk shop. Yeah. And I don't know how they got money. Oh wait, no. The waitress was like, y'all guys seem down. Have these on the house. It's like, yep, that was nice of them. And then all of a sudden Petunia showed up. I'm glad it's Petunia, not a new character. They brought Petunia up in here, which I'm like, yay. I'm glad you didn't forget that Petunia exists. Unlike the Looney Tunes show, which I'm pretty sure they didn't have Petunia whatsoever in that show. So, Petunia basically works at the bubblegum factory. She is a scientist, yes, a gum flavor scientist, and she's doing some weird stuff. Yeah, it's like, yeah, she's trying to find that flavor, that new flavor that'll get everyone like a whoa, and it's like she's going crazy with it. Yeah, she's going real crazy with it, but and Porky is freaking enamored by her, and Daffy. It seemed like Daffy got his back. I'm like, nah, Daffy's looking at the pie. And it's like, yep, he was going for the pie, thinking that Porky was going for a pie. Dude, shoot. Need to read the room. But at least the good news is that he actually brought her over. And as soon as he brought her over, she actually said that, oh, there's a rollout of this new flavor, which is not a new flavor. It's just a repackaging of the old flavor. And it's like, yeah, we have a rollout and we need more workers. And it's like, I can put a good word for you. And she did, and they got jobs. Now they can actually try to get that freaking roof fixed. Awesome. So as soon as they started doing that, they were able to get into a rhythm. And of course, remember the scientist where I said that he's gonna dump some sludge into, or should I say some green goo into the bubblegum mix? Yep, that's when it happened. And Daffy noticed. Well, Daffy noticed the green goop that's on their roof. There is some green residue on their roof. And he noticed that the freaking doctor's acting weird. Other side, you have Porky actually getting a little bit closer to Petunia, which, good on you, man. Good on you. And her colleagues don't really care too much for her. It's like, jerks. So, of course, the scientist, somehow he knew the password to get into the vats. And he dumped in the green, and Daffy is freaking out. And Daffy tries his best to tell Porky and Petunia, and it didn't really work. And then he decided that this is weird. Here's the weird part. It's like there is no next day later, because it's like there's no next day later. There's no, hey, they had shift 3, shift 4, shift 2, shift 3, shift 4. It's like there was none of that. And it's like, yeah, well then, I know I'm poking a hole, but seriously though, he just threw the vats in and y'all guys just packaged stuff an hour ago. So that means that the tainted batch won't come out until tomorrow, the next day, or the next shift when you package it, which is like, then I don't know. It's like, this is kind of like a little bit an issue where it's like, okay, so you're telling me that they packaged the gum, they have the gum ready for rollout, then the guy contains the gum that hasn't been packaged yet, yeah, and you're telling me that that infected gum is somehow in the world, yeah. Someone really needed to relook at what they were doing here, because that doesn't really make sense unless you actually have a extended cut where it reveals that, yeah, but don't you think Daffy would basically not want to do the job, being like, that's tainted gum in there, that's tainted gum. It's like, Daffy, do your job. And like, as soon as he do the job, then he goes berserk and he goes out in the streets and he sees that many people are chewing it, many people turn into gum zombies, and you can see an eye in the gum too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so he frees that girl, he frees the little girl, and then of course there's an alien, and the alien has a plan, and the alien notices, it's like, oh my gosh, the duck knows, the duck will ruin everything, I need to protect my resource. Yeah, the resource. Yeah, the resource. So Daffy tries to go, and it's like somehow he got butt naked, and then now he became a raving lunatic, and then all of a sudden he went to the mayor and starts stripping the mayor down, thinking that he's a zombie too, which is like, dude, what the hell? And that causes them to both lose their jobs, and Daffy got sent to jail, and they had to use all the money that they earned for that day to bail him out. Yeah, and then of course you get to the point where Porky wants to reveal his show. It's like, there's nothing wrong with his gum. So he tries to chew the gum, but Daffy made sure that he was able to resist it on his behalf. And then, of course, Petunia's there. Then he's like, oh, yeah, you're a flavor scientist. You're a scientist. You can analyze this and see it's tainted. And she's going to go. She checks it out. And then they go to her laboratory or her basement. And she has a containment cell. And she has a chattering teeth. The chattering teeth chews the gum for them to see if there's anything going on. And I would figure that when the alien finds out, the alien's like, well, I can just make him look stupid and make him look like he is crazy. Nope. The alien decides like, I'm just gonna eliminate you three. So now it turns the gum into a messed up freaking monstro. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, so it turns into a monstro, and then I try to attack him, and then all that stuff, and eventually, of course, was foreshadowing that Petunia definitely knows how to blow stuff up. So that's why she used sulfuric acid. It's a sulfuric compound, and they used it to explode it, and also they burned it. Yeah, so there we go. So now, since they figure things out, the only messed up part is that when they check outside, everyone is a zombie now. Even the owner of the gum factory / the HOA lady. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, how are we going to get them how are we going to free them? And well, she has rotten eggs, and Daffy smelt it, and and it's like, oh, so she has many rotten eggs, or eggs that she can get, and they basically turned it into a scent form. And as soon as they take a scent form, and she has the freaking I don't know what you call it, but she has a burning agent. She's able to burn it now. So you shoot them, I burn it. There you go. You get them with the nose, I get them in the mouth extract. It's like, all right, there we go. And Daffy wants to join in, and it's like, Oh, Daffy, listen. Oh, Daffy, listen. I don't think it's a good idea for you to be a part of this. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you shouldn't be a part of this. And Porky decides to say the same thing too. It's like, yeah, you don't need about it. No. What you need to do is that, oh my gosh, we're out of eggs. And then it's like, Daffy, you can lay the eggs and then we'll have more eggs to take people down. It's like, okay, I'll stay here and you guys go. They were having a bonding moment and they were doing a great job taking down lots and lots and lots of the gum folks. And the alien was like, oh my gosh, what the frick? What the frick? And then Daffy got tired of being sidelined, in quotation sidelined. So this is when he decided to take it on his own appeal, get his own armor, get his mallet that I forgot to mention that he got for his birthday from Porky. And did I mention that? I forgot to mention. Cameo. There's a few cameos. We have the one dude that did one thing. I forgot his name. And then of course we have Beans the cat. But Beans the cat did not show up in the freaking movie, which sucks. But Beans Coffee. There you go, Beans Coffee. So I would have been like, it would be cool to have 3 of them, and then you have Beans the cat decide to actually pursue, a good life, and he left them both. And there you go. Or the fact of where it's like they were all 3 there, then Beans got adopted, but the other 2 were left, and there you go. It's like, I think that still could work. And that means that Beans, the cat, Beans Coffee, he made that and he actually owns it. And it's like, that will be great if you can spin it like that. But either way, Daffy comes in. Daffy ruined the spray canister and he ruined the flamethrower. There we go. He ruined both of them. So now they're completely defenseless. Good job, Daffy. And eventually had to run and everything. And sadly, Porky could not trust Daffy to catch him. Petunia forced them to get jump. And then Petunia got caught. And Petunia now is the lead head, second in command crony with the gum. Yep, so there you go. And then, oh yes, they eventually got abducted. Yes, Porky and Daffy, they both got abducted by the said alien. And they're just stuck in the container. And now the world is basically at a point of where, oh yeah, don't forget, Petunia also, as a crony, also got abducted. So that's why she didn't participate in the next round, which is everyone who has a bubble, blow, 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 blow. And now there's a bubblegum bubble that, oh yeah, did I mention that it was a global release? Yeah, but it was a global release. So even if they actually cured everyone in that city, there was a lot more people that they have to help. But it's cured because the bubble was just the bubblegum slavery, I guess if you would call it that, was just used to make this big bubble over Earth. And the good news is that they were able to somehow take down the freaking alien. Because the alien, first those 2 are crying, and those 2 actually had a rift, but they actually came back together. Porky and Daffy came back together. Their tears freed them, and there you go. Oh yeah, don't forget that Porky, number 1, the house got destroyed. Yes, the house got destroyed by the bubblegum, and Porky took his valued possession, which is the picture of Farmer Tom with Porky and with himself and Daffy on it. That's nice. So they were able to, the alien got subdued, the scientists got freed, and they released the world from that bubble. Awesome. But the alien, he was like, way to go, you idiots. I was trying to save the world. What? Because of that. And there's the meteor. I was like, wait, wasn't there 2 of them? Yeah, the big meteor is still coming their way. Oh, good Lord. And the alien said, this is the only place where I can find my resource. Okay, what is the resource? Boba tea. The resource is fucking boba tea. It's not even a milkshake. I would have preferred to be milkshake because, like, oh, remember the milkshakes in the beginning of the movie? Oh yeah, the best in the galaxy, I guess. Nope, boba tea is what the freaking resource is. What the fuck? It's like, I haven't had it before. I think 2 people or 3 people had it, and I'm like, I never had it before. So again, it's like, if boba tea works, it rocks, then please make sure you tell me somewhere in the comments. But that's what it is, and the scientists actually did some calculations, said that there's a cavern in the meteor that if we're able to explode it, we could actually destroy the meteor, and it becomes not a problem. And of course, the alien, we go to alien, and like, alien's like, hey, do you have any missiles? Do you have any explosives? Do you have anything? It's like, no, I got nothing. I don't have any weapons like that. So it was up to Petunia to create the explosive gum. That's right, the explosive gum. It comes into play. Yes, her explosion and the fact that she turned it into gum, because, well, she works in a gum factory. And, oh, I forgot, but she sent the crony, sent a scientist before he actually got freed, and said that she wanted her resource, and lo and behold, he got her chattering teeth. Shoo. So he got her chattering teeth, and it's like, yep, and now it comes to play where it's like, oh, so now we got the chattering teeth, and now you have the gum. So it works out to where, like, oh, okay, I get it now. So they go into it, and it's like, yeah, Porky, Petunia, and Daffy all go in there. As soon as they go in there, they're going to actually get the gum with the chattering teeth, and they're going to chew it, and then it's going to cause an explosion. Sadly, there was a stupid rock in the way of one of them, and it collapsed. And the good news is that, well, at first it was Porky and Daffy's going to go down there to set the charges, but Daffy's like, I'm going to screw it up, and hey, I know how to use this lever from doing that factory job, so he stays up, they set it up, and then there you go, and then looks like Daffy, he comes to the rescue, where it's like, oh, well, they're knocked over. So now the gum is not getting chewed. So Daffy actually uses mallet and causes an earthquake, which has the stalactites come down from the ceiling and basically cause it to get chewed up. And then they all ran for it, and then Daffy got stuck, and Petunia got safe. Porky was about to be safe, but he noticed that Daffy is not with him. He comes back to Daffy, and he just decides to embrace him, because if you die, I die. We supposed to stick together, brother. And the meteor explodes. Of course, the spaceship went a far distance. They went downstairs on planet Earth, and it's like, you're heroes, yes. And she's like, I want my resource. Take me to your nearest boba tea. Drinks are on me for the first round. It's like, what the fuck? Like, damn, man. Like, damn. It's laughable. It was real laughable. And of course, it's like, everyone's happy, but Petunia's not. She lost Porky. Daffy is down too. But then there's one freaking shard that comes right down and hits planet Earth, and it's Porky and Daffy. They're both still alive. Yeah! Yeah! And then we have one kid who tries the gum sludge that was on the, let's say, shard. He tries it, and he's like, wow, that's some good gum. And it's revealed that the flavor she was missing, the extra additive, was the meteor crystal, the meteor shard. So now she has the top world tasting gum, which most likely will happen. And everyone's pleased except when they get back home, which Porky and Daffy doesn't have a home anymore. And then all of a sudden, Farmer Tom showed up as if he's Mufasa. It's like, hey, boys, do you still have the photo with you? Turn it over and open it. Turn it over, open it, and it's a life insurance policy of the house, which I'm like, yeah, considering the house got damaged by the roof, you would figure that they'd have some kind of insurance policy. Yep, Farmer Tom has an insurance policy out for the boys, and it's worth $5 million. $5 million! Thus is why the farmland is not the farmland anymore. because he sold it all and put it into house insurance for the boys. $5 million. So they got that house redone. It's a freaking mansion now. And the woman who's like, this eyesore, now it's like, oh my God. It's like, damn. So yeah, almost everybody's living there now. It's like, yep. And that's how it ends, is that. It's like, that's awesome. I think there's an ends credit, which I didn't get to see. But there you go. Man, I have to say that movie was pretty well done. I do not regret watching it, and I don't regret supporting Ketchup Entertainment. So within next year, we're going to get Coyote versus Acme, the long-awaited movie. And if that one performs well as well, then we could get Bye Bye Bunny or a brand new movie. We don't know, but we shall see. And of course, I forgot to mention, Porky and Petunia are in a relationship. Badass. So that's everything that you need to know. Gotta go.
That's all, folks. Porky, wait! That can't be all.